Però el recordo, Adam, que va ser així. Em va deixar herència amb intristes foroles. I com bé dius, van comanar el meu germà al llit de mort que m'eduqués bé. I aquí comença la meva desgràcia. Però ell em manté rústicament a casa. O més ben dit, em reté a casa sense mantenir. His horse is at bread better. He lets me feed with his hinds, varsity the place of a brother. And as much as in him lies my gentility with my education, I will no longer endure it.
Aquí bel ma'amo el vostre germa.
Go apart, Adam. Thou shalt hear how he will shake me up.
Dirò, senyor. Què fa aquí?
No res, senyor, perquè no se m'ensenya a fer altra cosa.
Know you before whom, sir?
I know you're my eldest brother. In the gentle condition of blood, you should so know me. The courtesy of nations allows you my better in that you are the firstborn. I have as much of my father in me as you.
What, boy? Would thou lay hands on me, villain?
No sóc cap miserable, sóc el fill petit de Sir Roland de Boys. Si no fóssiu el meu germà, no es trauria aquesta mà de la gola. Visca l'altre, no us hagués arrencat la llengua per haver-ho.
Sweet masters, be patient, for your father's remembrance be at accord.
Disseminare gig!
No ho faré fins que em vengui de gust. Em sentireu tal sí com no. El pare us va encarregar de donar-me una bona educació i vos vau pujar com un pagerol, mirant d'esborrar-me tota qualitat de noblesa. Therefore, allow me such exercises as may become a gentleman. Forgive me the poor lottery my father left me by testament. With that, I'll go by my fortune.
And what would thou do? Beg? That is fair. Well, sir, get you in. For not long we shall do. You should have some part of your will. I pray you leave me.
I will no further offend you than just before my good.
Better do than there well goes boils.
Good morrow to your worship.
Good Monsieur Charles. What's the new news at the new court?
No me ames nobis a la court, senor. Que obeas nobis ESADIB, el perduc estestrat. Pel now sunt germa petit. I tres o quatre signors, il y a 100 exiliat voluntariament, amiel.
Sapse Rosalina, la fille del duc. També és estrada, am son pare.
Oh, no, for the duke's daughter, her cousin so loves her. She is at the court and no less beloved than her uncle, than his own daughter, and never two ladies loved as they do.
Where will the old duke live?
They say he is already at the forest of Arden, and a many merry men with him. And there they live like the old Robin Hood of England. They say many young gentlemen flock to him every day, and fleet their time carelessly, like they did in the Golden World.
What? You wrestle tomorrow before the new duke?
Marry, do I, sir, and I came to acquaint you with the matter. I am given, sir, secretly to understand that your brother Orlando has a disposition to come in disguised against me. Tomorrow, sir, I wrestle for my credit, and he that escapes without some broken limb shall acquit him well. Al vostra germa in cara est jove e tendre, e per amor vostra repugnaria apparisaio com, oare defe pel mal propi ono si presenta.
I'll tell thee, Charles it is, the stubbornest young fellow of France, full of ambition, an envious emulator of every man's good parts. A secret and villainous contriver against me, his natural brother. Therefore use thy discretion. I had as lief thou didst break his neck as his finger, for I assure thee, and almost with tears I speak it, there is not one so young, so villainous this day living.
I am heartily glad I came hither to you. If he come tomorrow, I'll give him his payment.
And they are bon fellows. Arise, the Esperonar, Achest, Gaet. I hope I shall see an end of him. For my soul, yet I know not why, hates nothing more than he. It shall not be so long. This wrestler shall clear all.
I pray, dear Rosalie, sing my cast. Be merry!
Estimada Celia, ya para encomendarse de vida que tinc. Encara fos més contenta. Si no em pots ensenyar a oblidar el padre desterrat, no m'has pas ensenyar a recordar cap padre extraordinari.
Hearing, I see the gloves know the full way that I loved him. You know my father had no child bride, nor none is like to have. And truly when he dies, thou shalt be his heir. For what he had taken away from thy father perforce, I will render thee again in affection. Therefore, My sweet Rose, my dear Rose, be merry. How now? We could have wondered you.
Senyora, heu d'anar a veure el vostre pare.
I ara, vos ha pres per missatger?
No, pel meu honor, però m'ha ordenat que us vingui a cercar. Fair princess, you have lost much good sport. I would have told you about the wrestling, but you have lost the side off.
Yet tell us the manner of the wrestling.
I will tell you the beginning, but first, listen to me, because the best is yet to come. And here, where you are, and you, they are coming to perform. Vet aquí que arriba un vell amb els seus 3 fills, 3 joves de planta i presència excel·lents. El fill gran lluita contra Carles, el lluitador del duc, i aquest, el fill de Tena, i... li trenca 3 costelles. I així passa també amb el segon, i també amb el petit.
Shall we see this wrestling custom? Young monsieur there coming. Let us now stay in seats.
Come on! Since the youth will not be entreated his own peril on his borders. Així doncs, fill de boda. Açò us venit fins aquí per veure el combat?
Sí, vostra mercè, si us plau donar-nos mi llicència.
Oh,
Speak and see if you can convince him.
No, veia princesa, ell ja ha llançat el desafiament universal. Jo m'hi presento com tant d'altres per provar la força de la meva joventut.
Young gentlemen, your spirits are small for your years. You have seen close proof of this measure. We pray for your own sake to embrace your own safety and give over this attempt.
Do, young sir, your reputation shall not therefore be misprized. We'll make her suit to the Duke that the wrestling might not go forward.
I beseech you, punish me not with your hard thoughts, wherein I confess me much guilty to deny so fair and excellent ladies anything. So let your fair eyes and gentle wishes go with me to my trial.
Podrà que la mica de força que tinc fos tota amb vos. Que es vagi bé. El cel vulgui que m'equivoqui amb vos.
Que els desitjos del vostre cos siguin amb vos.
Come! Where is this young gallant that is so desirous to lie with his mother Earth?
Present, senyor.
Oh, you shall try but one fall!
No! Oh, garantisco, a vostra gracia, no. Dampanta a una segona desperescava, intentant també dissuadir-ho de la primera!
You mean to mock me after? You should not have mocked me before, but come your ways.
No, please!
Oh, let's go! Come on, let's get into it. Come on, yeah.
Yes, I beseech your grace. I'm not yet well braced.
How dost thou, Charles?
He cannot speak, my lord.
Bear him away. What is thy name, young man?
Orlando, my liege, the youngest son of Sir Roland de Bois.
I would thou hast been sold to some man else. The world esteemed thy father honourable, and I still did find him mine enemy.
But fare thee well, thou art a Gallian youth!
I'm more proud to be Sir Roland's son, his youngest son, and would not change that calling to be adopted her to Frederick.
El meu pare amava Sir Roland amb l'ànima, i tothom pensava igual. Si hagués sabut que aquest era el seu fill... Ja l'hagués fet abans que s'arrisqués així.
Gentle cousin, let us go thank him and encourage him. My father's love and endless disposition sticks me at heart. Sir, you have well deserved. If you do keep your promises in love, but justly, as you have exceeded all promise, your mistress shall be happy.
Gentlemen, well informed me. One of suits with fortune, I could give more but her hand lacks means. Shall we go, cuz?
Sí, adeu.
Can I not say I thank you? My better parts are all thrown down, and that which he stands up is but a quintain, a mere lifeless block.
He called us back! Oh, my pride fell with my fortunes. Oh. Did you call, sir? Sir, you have wrestled well and overthrown more than your enemies.
Where shall we go, cuz?
With you. Fare you well.
What passion hence these words upon my tongue? I cannot speak to her, yet she urges conference. Oh, poor Orlando, thou art overthrown. Or chance, or something weaker, master's gift.
Bon senor, yo era confianza usa sensei del parti, tota per vos ben guania per plotiment, loki simpatia al porta al cuore dara, toki ba timon. Outside.
Thank you, sir. I pray you tell me this. Which of the two was daughter of the Duke? That him for the resting?
Neither his daughter, if we judge by manners. But yet indeed the taller is his daughter. The other daughter, banished to the Duke and here detained by his usurping uncle to keep his daughter company, whose loves are dear as the natural bonds of sisters.
Que cau de la barca del pantà, d'un tirà, salto Celestial Rosalina.
Oh, why Cozy? Why Rosalind? Is it possible on such a sudden? You should find so strong like him without Sir Roland's youngest son.
The Duke, my father, loved his father dearly.
Oh, doth it therefore ensure that you shall love his son dearly? By this kind of chase, I shall hate him, for my father hated his father dearly. Yet, I hate not Orlando.
No faith, hate him not for my sake.
Why should I not? Doth he not deserve what?
Well, let me love him for that, and you love him because I do.
Oh, look, here comes the Duke with his eyes full of anger.
Mistress, dispatch you with your safest haste and get you from our court.
Joe, uncle?
Mijn broeder, zie je partiden de ouders dat trabam met z'n de wind, meer, dat de god boring last.
I do beseech your grace. Tell her the knowledge of my fall bear with me. If with myself of intelligence, have acquainted with my own desires, if I do not dream or be known frankly, with trust I have not, then fear also. Never so much as a thought unborn did I offend your highness.
Let it suffice thee that I trust thee not.
Yet your mistrust cannot make me a traitor. Tell me whereof the likelihood depends.
Thou art thy father's daughter, there's enough.
Yo era con va prenderle el ducat. Yo era con va forzar al exilio. La traición no serena, mi señor. Y si es vinguese veres desparés, què hi fa? El meu pare no ha estat mai traïdor.
Bon sobirà, deixeu-me enraonar.
I see here we stay her for your sake. She is too subtle for thee, and our smoothness. Her very patience and silence speak to the people, and they pity her. Thou art a fool. She robs thee of thy name, and thou wilt show more bright and seem more virtuous when she is gone. Open not thy lips. Firm and irrevocable is my word which I have passed upon her. She is banished.
Pero no esta sentence no me valid. I cannot live out of her company.
You are a fool, Eunice. Provide yourself. If you outstay the time upon my honor, then in the greatness of my word, you die.
Sorrina meva, on aniràs? Vols que ens canviem els pares? Per el meu, no ploris més que jo, fes-me el favor. Pretty, be cheerful. No shall not the Duke can punish me. His daughter. No. Rosalind accepted love, which teacher didn't have, and I am one. Shall we be sundered? Shall we part, sweet girl? No, let my father seek another heir. Therefore, devise with me how we may fly. Say what thou canst, I'll go along with thee. Why? Whither shall we go? To seek Mallorca, in the first of all them. Alas, but what danger will it be to us, maids as we are, to travel so far? Beauty provoques thieves sooner than gold. Jo em posaré un vestit tronat I pobre, I em pintaré la cara amb bru de siena. Fes tu el mateix I passarem per ulls sense treure saltants. Were it no better, because I am more than common tall, that I suit me on points like a man.
What shall I call thee, if thou art a man?
Cap d'inferior al copre de Júpiter. Per tant, ja pots dir-me Ganímedes. I tu, com et diràs?
No em que refereixo al meu estat. Ja no em dic Cèlia. Ara em diré Viena.
But cousin, what if we are sent to steal the clownish fool out of your father's court? Would he not be a comfort to our trouble?
He'll go along the wayward with me. Let's away and get our jewels and our wealth together. Devise the fittest time and safest way to hide us from pursuit that will be made after my flight. Now, go in consent to liberty and not to banishment.
Vejam, confrares I companys d'exili. No és més dolç aquest viure tan antic del de la falsa pompa. No és menys aspre aquest bosc que la cort bullent d'enveges. Aquí sentim el fat de dalt. Les mudances de l'any, com l'ullal gèlid I l'espetat brutal del vent d'hivern.
I would not change it. Happy is your grace that can translate the stubbornness of fortune into so quiet and so sweet a style.
Come, shall we go and kill us venison? And yet it irks me the poor dappled fools being native burghers in this desert city should in their own confines with forked heads have their round haunches gored.
Indeed, my lord, the melancholy Jacques screams at that. And in that kind he swears we do more usurp than doth your brother who hath banished you. Thus most effectively he pierceth through the body of country, city, court, yea, and of this our life, swearing that we are mere usurpers, tyrants, or what's worse than to fright the animals and kill them up in their native and assigned dwelling place.
I l'heu deixat en tal contemplació?
Penseu-hi, però on I el val del seu regiment?
Show me the place. I'd love to cope him in this sullen fit, for then he's full of fire.
I'll take you to him straight.
Doncs vet aquí, el bosc d'Arden. Sí, just off the Arden. Això encara hem de xipte. Tan Vicesia stava a casa, per el fet que tan digon forma, tan talaki. I'd be so good touch them. Look who comes here, a young man and an old insulting talk.
Així te menysprearà una mica més.
Oh, Cori, si sabessis com l'estim.
Misma figura, jo també, estimat.
No, Corin, being old, thou canst not guess. Though in thy youth, thou wast as true a lover as ever sighed upon a midnight pillow. But if thy love were ever like to mine, as sure I think it never my love so. How many actions, most ridiculous, hast thou been drawn to by thy fantasy?
Into 1,000 that I have forgotten.
Oh, thou didst then never love so heartily. If thou remembers not the slightest folly that ever love did make thee run into, thou hast not loved, or if thou hast not said, as I do now, nearing thy hero in thy mistress' praise, thou hast not loved, or if thou hast not broke from company abruptly, as my passion now makes me, thou hast not loved. Oh, Phoebe! Phoebe! Phoebe!
Pobre scopo, mi hanno ferito ma si trova per male solo lo mesmo.
Io bene, ricordo che Hannah stava enamorat. We that are true lovers
running to strange caverns. Oh! Pero así con tot es mortal a la natura. Tota natura enamorada. Fola. Parlos of they single consensus. Nay, I shall ne'er be wearing mine own wit till I break my shins against it. Jehovah, this shepherd's passion is much upon my fashion. And mine, but it grows to make sail with me.
I pray you, one of you, question yon man. If he for gold will give us any food, I faint almost to death.
Too little! How much in blood can all those feels?
¡Qué querida!
Superior boy trust in you.
Si no, serían sus replegats.
Calma, dit. Bona tarda, vos, amic.
Y a vos, sentir señor, y a todos vosaltres.
I pray thee, if that love for gold can buy this desert place of entertainment, bring us where we can rest ourselves and feed. He's a young maid with travel much oppressed and faints for succor.
Oh, but pity her, and I wish I had taken her for my own, that my fortunes were able to relieve her. But I am shepherd to another man, and I do not shear the fleeces that I graze. My master is of churlish disposition, and little rex to find a way to heaven by doing deeds of hospitality. Besides, his goats, his flocks, and bounds of feet are now on sale in our shipcut now.
I pray thee, if it sound with honesty, buy thou the cottage master and the flock, and thou shalt be free us.
And we will mend thy wages. I like this place, and willingly could waste my time in it. Oh, surely the things can't be sold. Go with me. If you like upon report, the soil, the profit on this kind of life, I'll be your very faithful feeder bee, and buy you your gold right suddenly.
The greenwood tree who loves to lie with me and turn its merry note unto the sweet bird's goat. Come by me, come by me, here will find no but winter. And one weather.
Messi et blau.
Who's in Carbonara, Monsieur Jacques?
Meilleur. Messi et blau. Mes. Puc là la mélancolia d'una canzone, comme la mostella ciucla o no? Messi et blau. Mes.
My voice is ragged. I know I cannot please you.
I do not desire you to please me. I do desire you to sing. Another stanza. Call your stanzas.
What you will, Monsieur Jacques.
Nay, I can't afford their names. They owe me nothing. Will you sing?
More at your request than to please myself.
Come, sing. And you that will not, hold your tongues.
I'll finish the song, sirs. Cover the while. The Duke would drink under this tree. He hath been all this day to look to you.
And I've been all this day to avoid them. He is too disputable for my company. Come. Warble, come.
Who doth ambition shun, and loves to live in the sun, seeking the food he eats, and pleased with what he gets. Come by me, here will see no enemy but winter.
I give you verse to this note that I made yesterday, in despite of my invention.
And I'll sing it.
Thus it goes. Si se scacchia un malastro, via, spararu, abbandona sopra volere, duk dame, Aquí troverà mest un albero, mest un simple per tancar.
What's that, Duke Dama?
This is a Greek invocation to carve fools into a semicircle. I'll go sleep if I can.
And I'll go seek the Duke. His banquet is prepared.
Amor mio, no puedo continuar. Me muero de gana. Yo me estiro aquí aprende las miras de la meva tomba. Jesus, ya, bon amor.
Why, how now, Adam? If this uncouth forest steals anything savage, I will either be food for it or bring food to thee. For my sake, be comfortable. Hold death while at the arm's end. I will be with thee presently, and if I bring thee not something to eat, I will give thee leave to die. But if thou diest before I come, thou art a mocker of my labour. Well said. Thou look'st cheerily, and I'll be with thee quickly. Yet thou liest in the bleak air. Come now, I will bear thee to some shelter, and thou shalt not die for a lack of dinner, if there live anything in this desert. Cheerily, good Adam.
Why, how now, monsieur? What a life is this that your poor friends must rue your company? What, you look merrily?
Un buffo. È conosciuto un buffo al bord. Un buffo villar. Non I'm so. As I do live by food, I met a fool, who laid him down and basked him in the sun. Good morrow, fool, quoth I. No, sir, quoth he. Call me not fool till heaven hath sent me fortune. And then he drew a dial from his pocket, and looking on it with lackluster eye, says very wisely, it is 10 o'clock. Thus we may see, quoth he, how the world wags. 'Tis but an hour ago since it was 9, and after 1 hour more 'twill be 11. And so from hour to hour we ripen ripe, and then from hour to hour we rot and rot, and thereby hands attain.
What fool is this? But who comes in?
Aldo! No mengeu més!
No vengat a cercar.
Ni ho fareu fins que mengeu freturós.
Now a sortita aquest guerrier.
Art thou thus beholden, man, by thy distress, or else a rude despiser of good manners that incivility? Thou seemest so empty.
You touched my phone at first. He dies that touches any of this fruit till I and my affairs are answered.
And you will not be answered with reason. I must die.
Curvolos, and docetem forcibly omnes camela fastens in spilio desa.
Speak you so gently. Pardon me. I pray you. I thought that those things had been established here, and therefore would I the continents of the shared commandment. But the way you are, that in this desert, and where you come, under the shade of melancholy pots, lose and neglect the creeping hours of the time. If you ever have looked on better days, if you ever have been where the bells have knolled to the church, if you ever sat at any good man's feast, if ever from your eyelids wiped a tear, and know what is to pity and to be pitied, let my gentlest and strong men and horsemen, in which hope I blush, and I hide my sword.
True is it that we have seen better days, and with holy veil been known to church, and sat at good men's feasts, and wiped our eyes with drops that sacred pity hath engendered. And therefore, sit you down with gentleness, and take upon command what help we have,
that to your wanting may be ministered.
Then, forbear, please wait your food a little whilst like I go to find my phone and give it food. There is an old poor man, after me, had a weary step, in pride and pure love. Till he be forced aside, oppressed with two wicked vials, age and hunger. I will not touch a bit.
Et non a Pascalo, que no te que hombres fins que ton.
Cancelo Spagna vostra ajunt.
Thou seest, we are not all alone unhappy.
This wide and universal theatre presents more woeful pageants than the scene wherein we play it.
El món és un teatre, i els homes i les dones uns actors, amb les seves entrades i sortides. Fan molts papers al llarg dels anys, en 7 actes o edats. At first, the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms. Then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snails willingly to school. Then the lover, sighing like furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow.
Then a soldier, full of strange jokes, and bearded like the pride, jealous in honor, sudden on quick and quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation, even as a cannon's mouth.
Then the justice, fair round beck, with good cape and line, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. The 6th stage shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well saved a world too wide, for his shrunk shape and big manly voice, returning again to a childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound. L'ultima sera, che posa al piano storia tan strana, e segona infantesa di porvi. Senza dance, senza vista, senza rest.
Welcome! Sit down your venerable burden and let him feed.
So how do you need? I scarce can speak to thank you for myself.
Welcome. Fall to, I will not trouble you as yet to question you about your fortunes. Oh, give us some music, and good cousin, sing.
As grown as your mind, my friend, and there within you blow away their savagery. Jealous, 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 no estando ni tan y dista tu lama podrá, ahora tal li traurà. Underneath the green tree, should I be lost, that's where I'll be. Or underneath the greenwood tree, should I be lost, that's where I'll be. Ufa, ven la estar, no es tan cruel jamás pensar, y dista tu lama podrá. Ahora calmo li traurà.
Si so el fil de noblesse roden, como dis flanken men, de baix en baix, y como la coneix el maestre, en el traits tan vivents de este coro, zi ol mon bevingut. I'm the Duke that loved your father. Oh, the residue of your fortunes goes, my cave and tell me. Good old man, thou art as welcome as thy master is. Support him by the arms. Take my hand, and let me all your fortunes understand.
Hang there, my birth and witness of my love, and thou, thrice-crowned queen of night, survey with thy chaste eye from the pale spheres above thy huntress, name that my full life doth sway. Oh, Rosalind, these trees shall be my books, and in their bark my thoughts I'll carry, so that every eye in the forest which look shall see thy virtue witnessed everywhere. Run, run, Orlando, carve on every tree the fair, the chaste, the unexpressive she.
De ponents fins a la Xina, rehearsed com Rosalina, el mestral amb l'Esbrina, els encants de Rosalina, el retrat de la Cristina, el fatal i Rosalina, el canvi de la Cristina, com la vella Rosalina. If a heart will lock a mind, let him seek out Rosaline. And the cat will last his kind. Yeah, oh, surely Rosaline. Wintered garments must line, so must slender Rosaline. They that read must shape and bind, then to guard with Rosaline. Sweet as nut have sour as men, such a nut is Rosaline. He that sweetest rose will find, must find love pretend, Rosaline. Vet aquí el fals rodolar dels rodolins. Per què deixeu que els infectin amb el seu verí? Calma, ximplet, que els hem robat en un arbre. Vet aquí un arbre que lleva mala fruita. Oh, silenci, aquí veu ma germana llegint, apartem-nos.
Why should this a desert be? For it is unpeopled, no? Tongues I'll hang on every tree that shall civil sayings show. Somehow brief the life of man runs his erring pilgrimage, that the stretching of a span buckles in his sum of age. Some have violated vows twixt the souls of friend and friend, but upon the fairest boughs at every sentence end, will I, Roslinda, right, teaching all that read to know the quintessence of every spite, heaven would in little show. Has sent thee a quest pesos?
Verdad, o de sentit tots.
Però és a sentit sent venut a Becky tal non core penjat in
I was 7 of the 9 days out of the wonder before you came. So look here what I found on the palm tree.
Trow you who hath done this.
Is it a man?
And a chain from once you wore about his neck. Change you colour.
I pray thee who?
Oh, Lord, it is a hard matters for friends to meet, but mountains may be removed with earthquakes and so encounter.
Sí, pero aquí es.
Es posible.
Nay, I pray thee with most petitionary vehemence, tell me who it is.
Oh, velosa me revea, I me fi me velea, damunte tota me velea, I encara mes me velea, in alla limit.
I pray thee, tell me who it is quickly and speak apace. I wish thou couldst stumble that thou might pour this concealment out of thy mouth as wine comes out of a narrow round bottle, either too much at once or none at all. I pray thee, take the coat out of thy mouth, that I may change thy tidings.
I així a tu qui fica o no me la panxa.
Quina mena d'homes? És obra de Déu? Té un cap digne d'un barret o un mentó digne d'una barba.
It is young Orlando that tripped up the restless heels and your heart both in an instant.
Nay, but the devil take bucking. Speak sad, brow, and truly.
The devil cocina essay.
Orlando.
Orlando!
Alas the day! What should I do with myself with the nose? Què fa quan l'has vist? On era? I què t'ha dit? De què heu parlat? I què hi fa? Com s'ha despedit de tu? Ha preguntat per mi? I on és ara? I quan el tornaràs a veure? Oh, sabent quan curt!
Sí, no. Hay quest particulars in this. prolong the propositions of a lover, but take a taste in my finding him and relish it with good observance. I found him under a tree, like a dropped acorn. Oh, and there he lay, stretched along like a wounded knight. He was furnished like a hunter.
Oh, miss, he comes to kill my heart.
Soft comes he not here.
Miss, he is my daughter.
Zagrești la compania. Però perché avrei preferito sta sotto.
Gio, però, per bona educatio tambus vuole grier la compagnia.
Deus and body. Trovevo stand for conjugal.
I do desire we may be better strangers.
I pray you, mar no more trees with writing love songs in their barks.
I pray you mar no more of my verses with you reading them ill-favouredly.
Rosalind is your love's name.
Yes, just. I do not like her name. There was no thought of pleasing you when she was christened.
What stature is she of?
As high as my heart.
You are full of pretty answers. The worst fault you have is to be in love.
'Tis a fault I will not change from my best virtue. I am weary of you.
I'll tarry with you no longer. Farewell, good signor.
I'm glad of your departure. Adieu, good Monsieur Melancholy.
I will speak to him like a saucy lady, and under that having played the name with him. Do you heed, Forrester?
Very well, what would you?
I pray you, what is it o'clock?
Ask me what time of day. There's no clock in the forest.
Then there is no true lover in the forest, else sighting every minute and groaning every hour would detect the lazy foot's time as well as a clock.
Where dwell you, pretty you?
With the shepherdess, my sister, here in the skirts of the forest like fringe upon a petticoat.
Are you native of this place? Your accent is something finer than you can purchase, is so far removed a dwelling.
I have been told so of many, but indeed an old religious uncle of mine told me how to speak, who was in his youth an inland man and knew portion too well for that and wrong. I have heard him read many lectures against it, and I thank God I'm not a woman to be touched with so many giddy offences as he hath taxed their whole sex withal. And no vull desprendre la meva medicina si no els amb aquells que estan malalts. Hi ha un home que es passeja per aquesta selva que atormenta els nostres plaçons gravant-hi Rosalina damunt l'escorça, que penja odes als esbarzers i elegies als arbres, tot esterificant el nom de Rosalina. Si pogués trobar aquest bufanegós, li oferiria un bon tractament, perquè em sembla que pateix la febre persistent d'amor.
Jo aquesta febrat de amor. Us prega de where?
There is none of my uncle's marks upon you. He taught me how to know a man in love.
What were his marks?
A lean cheek, which you have not. A blue eye and sunken, which you have not. An unquestionable spirit, which you have not. A being neglected, which you have not. But I do pardon you for that, for you simply having in a bed is the youngest brother's revenue. Then your host should be unguarded, your bonnet unband, your sleeve unbuttoned, your shoe untied, and everything about you demonstrating a careless desolation. But you're not such a man.
Good youth, I would make thee believe I love.
Me, believe me, but in good sooth, are you the he that hands the verses wherein Rosalind is so admired?
I swear to thee by the white hand of Rosalind, I am that he, that unfortunate he.
But are you so much in love as your rhymes speak?
The rhyme nor reason can express how much.
Love is merely madness, and I tell you deserves as well a dark house and a whip as madmen do. And the only reason that the women are not so punished and killed is that the lunacy is so ordinary that the women are in love too. Yet, I profess curing it by counsel.
Did you ever cure any, sir?
Yes, one. And in this manner. He was to imagine me his love, his mistress,
and I set him to woo me every day, at which time would I, being but a moonish youth, brief, be effeminate, changeable, longing and liking, proud, abish, shallow, inconsistent, full of tears, full of smiles, for every passion, something, and no passion truly anything, for as boys and women are, for the most part, cattle of this color. Then I would like him, then love him, then entertain him, then persuade him, then whip for him, then spit at him. Then I drove my lover from his humor of love to a humor of madness, which was to persuade the whole world and to live in a nook really monastic. And thus, I cure him. And in that way, I will take upon me to wash your liver as clean as a sound ship, that there will not be one spot of love in it.
Scino Ampuraries, Jove.
Oscureria, si vogliessi di Rosalina. Io cada dia la meva giovane a festeggiarmi.
Non per la fede, ma amore, fare di quei mones.
Then go with us. Oh, by the way, you should tell me where in the forest you live. Will you go?
Know my heart, good youth.
Nay, you must call me Rosalind. Come, sister, will you go?
Never talk to me, I will weep.
Veja se é blau, para digas la bondad de recordar que las víctimas no escapan a uno.
Pero non dico di asperar.
Dar con su poquito de sitio. Flora,
Spero perché hai giurato che motivi diria.
Iar non ve. No, certamente not the bravo.
Ho creduto de vos.
He attends here in the forest on the Duke your father.
I met the Duke yesterday and had much question with him. He asked me what parentage I was, and I told him as good as he. So he laughed and let me go. But what talk of your fathers and such a man as Orlando?
Oh, that's a brave man. He writes brave verses, speaks brave words, swears brave oaths, and breaks them bravely.
Who comes here?
Mistress and master, you've often cried after the shepherd who complained of love he saw sitting by me on the turf,
Praising the proud, disdainful shepherdess. That was his mistress.
Si volumina una comedia autentica entre la palidez del amor y la foggio dell'orgullo menspleo. And you and me che I petarle si us venticus. Oh, come, let us remove the sight of love, speed those love. Bring us to this. And I'll say, how proves a busy actor in their train. Oh, don't sapere. Noi menspleis no, digan che non me estimes, pero fesso sens amargo.
Jo no seria mai el teu botxí. Si et defuig, és perquè no et vull fer mal. Em dius que duc els ulls al crim de mort. Now show the wound my eye have made in thee. Thrust thee with the pin, and there remains some scar of it. Lean upon a rush, the cicatrice incapable in pressure thy pumps a moment keeps. But now mine eyes, what I have darted out thee, hurt thee not.
Oh, defeat thee. If ever, as that ever may be near, you meet in some fresh cheek the power of fancy, then shall you know the wounds invisible that love's keen arrows made.
Bé, filla vols? No te m'acostis.
And why, I pray you? Who might be your mother that you insult, exalt, and all at once over the wretched? What though you have no beauty? As by my faith I see no more in you than without candle may go dark to bed. Must you be therefore proud and pitiless? Why, what means this? Why do you look on me? I see no more in you than in the ordinary of nature's sail world. Odd, my little life, I think she needs to tangle my eyes soon. No faith, proud mistress. Hope not after it. 'Tis not your inky brows, your silk black hair, your bugle eyeballs, nor your cheek of cream that can attain my spirits to your worship. You foolish shepherd! Wherefore do you follow her like foggy self-puffing with wind and rain? You are 1,000 times a properer man than she a woman.
'Tis such fools as you that make the world full of ill-favoured children. 'Tis not her glass, but you that flatters her. And by you, she sees herself more proper than any of her lineaments can show her. Y vos, Miss Liesta, aș ne leu. Doneu, gracias, al ser don tu l'amor. Că, nu s-o dica Lorielia. O creo do bom. No sau article feferto mercat. Au disculpat, estimat, iara acceptai. La lieggior, espemes lieggia, amb el desdegn. Preneo la don pastor, adeus iau.
Sweet youth, I pray you tie it together. I'd rather you tie than this mad woe.
He's fallen in love with your founders. And she'll fall in love with my anger. If it be so, as quick as she answers with frowning looks or sauce her with bitter words. Why do you look on me? I pray you do not fall in love with me, for I'm falser than vows made in wine. Emes no me agradao. If you all know my house, it is at the Tuft of Olives, here hard by. Sister, will you go? Shepherd, try her hard. Come, sister. Shepherdess, look on him better, and be not proud, for all the world could see none could be so abused in sight as he. Come to our flock. Dolça fede meva.
Què dius, Sylvie?
Tingues pietat de mi.
Why, I am sorry for thee, gentle Sylvius.
I would have you.
Knowst thou the youth that spoke to me earlier?
Not very well, but I have met him oft.
Think not I love him, though I just such a peevish boy. And yet he talks well. But what care I for words? Yet won't you do well when he that speaks them pleases those that hear? It is a pretty youth, not very pretty, but sure he's proud. And yet his pride becomes him. He'll make a proper man. The best thing in him is his complexion, and faster than words that make offense. His eye did heal it up. He's not very tall, yet for his years is tall. He's slick as bar, so. And yet as well. There was a pretty redness in his lip, a little riper, more lusty red than mixed in his cheek. Just the difference betwixt the constant red and mingled damask. There'd be some women, Sylvie, had they mocked him in parcels as I did, would have gone near to fall in love with him. But for my part, I love him not nor I hate him not. And yet I have more cause to hate him than to love him. For what had he to chide at me? He said mine eyes were black, and mine are black. And now I am remembered, scorned at me. I marvel why I answered not again. Tant se val. A missió no es remissió. Li escriuré 4 ratlles insolents i tu les hi duràs. Entesos, Sylvie?
Phoebe, with all my heart.
I'll write it straight. Go with me, Sylvius.
Good day and happiness, dear Rosalind.
My heart, where have you been, Orlando? You a lover? And you certainly such another tree, never come in my sight more.
Vero, Rosalina, arrivo nome sa una hora lo meva promoso.
No, si sto tan canzonino carpaz che torau te va me io. E banzan de seria festejar por un cagao.
Por un cargao?
Aye, other snail. But though he comes slowly, he carries his house on his head. A better joint here, I think, than you make a woman. Veniu a vestigiame. O me vestigiame. Chiar stic tu memorie med spasir chi consenti? Chi diria si io fos la vostra colina de bo? Nay, you had better speak first, and when you were gravelled for lack of matter, you might take occasion to kiss.
How if the kiss be denied?
Then she puts you to entreaty. and there begins new matter.
Oh, but who could be out being before his beloved mistress?
Marry, that should you if I were your mistress, or should I think my honesty ranker than my wit?
I take
No
some-
sopra vostra Rosalina.
I take some joy to say you are, because I would be talking of her.
Well, her person, I say, I will not have you.
Then in mine own person, I die.
Faith, die by attorney. The poor world is almost 6,000 years old. In all this time, there is never man who died in the same person. Trollish had his brains dashed out with the Grecian club, yet he did what he could to die before, and he was one of the platons of love. Leander, he would have lived many a fair year, though Hero had turned none, for if he'd had not been for a hot midsummer night for good youth, he went but forth to wash him in the Hellespont, and being taken with the crab was drowned. Men have died from time to time, and worms have eaten them, but not for love.
I would not have my right Rosalind of this mind, for I protest her frown might kill me.
O giuro per testament, che non batta una mosca. Per venga a fedele Rosalina es uno dispositio mesavinent. Demane mal che voga u che suo concedide.
Danza stimum, Rosalina.
Yes. Faith will I, Friday and Saturdays look.
And wilt thou have me?
I am 27.
So when?
You're not good.
Well, I hope so.
Then from one desire too much a good thing. Go now, sister, you shall be the priest and marry us. Give me your hand, Orlando. What say you, sister?
Pray thee, marry us.
No sepas la fórmula. And comensalients, will you, Orlando, go to her? Will you, Orlando, have to wife dear Rosalind?
I will.
I but when?
Why now, as fast as you can pray.
Then you must see I take thee Rosalind for wife.
I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I might ask you for your commission, but I do take thee Orlando for my husband. Now tell me, how long would you have her after you've possessed her?
Oh, forever and a day.
Say a day without the ever. No, Orlando. Men are April when they woo, December when they wed. Oh, maids of maids, when the sky changes, they are wise. I would be more jealous of thee than a Barbary cock pigeon over his head. More clamorous, my darling, than a parrot against rain. More giddy than an ape. I will weep for nothing. Like Diana over the fountain, and I will do so when thou art disposed to be married. I will laugh like a hyena when that thou art inclined to sleep.
Will my Rosalind do so?
By my life, she will do as I do.
Oh, but she is wise.
Es claro. Si no tendría defecto de chaco mes aseñada mes arrujada. Tan cayó les potes al sendo una donna. Y so tira per la finestra. Tan cayó la finestra. Y so tira per forat del bagno. Da palia che sforati scapperà por la chimenea.
Lama che tinghi una dana, che pot ben, sogno vastangram.
No, val mas che toi dice qu'est ren por toi nel sen la tebe donna. Fasi capelit del vai.
And what wit could wit have to excuse that?
Dons diria que us avienta buscar. No le trapao, my sense no reposte, sino mes que le trapao, sense lengua.
Durant castas, whose orders, Rosalina, touch the desha.
Alas, if I cannot lack thee 2 hours.
I must attend the Duke at dinner. By 2 o'clock, I will be with thee again.
Yeah, go your ways, go your ways. I knew what you would prove. My friends told me as much, and I thought no less. 2 o'clock is your hour.
Aye, sweet Rosalind.
If you break one jot of your promise, or come 1 minute behind your hour, I will think thee the most pathetical break promise, and the most hollow lover, and the most unworthy of her you cause, and then never be chosen out of the gross man of the unfaithful. Therefore, beware my censure, and keep your promise.
With no less religion, than if thou wert indeed. So adieu.
Adieu.
Han simplement maltractat el nostre sexe en la teva comèdia d'amor. Hem d'arrencar el mig i els cançons per sobre el cap i mostrar al món com el pardal ha deixat el niu.
Oh, Kaz, my pretty little Kaz. Thou dost know how many fathom deep I'm in love. But it cannot be sounded. My affection have an unknown bottom like the Bay of Portugal.
Ano de més afecció si l'efecte que evoca s'escapa de seguida?
I'll tell Lee, Eliana. I cannot be without sight of Orlando. I'll go find a tree inside to recover.
A night Lee.
How say you now? Is it not past 2 o'clock and here march Orlando?
I warn you, with pure love and troubled brain, he has taken his bow and arrows and has gone forth to sleep. Look who comes here.
On the side most belle Provençal. La gentle faible men affect like I know not the contents, but as I guess by the stern brow, waspish action which she did use as she was writing of it, it bears an angry tone. Pardon me, I am but a guiltless messenger.
La paciență mateixa sultaria. Am le arma apunt. Așa este intolerabilă. Nu, troba guapo, îmi crei o sense maniere zi plăd orgul. E io che no è volgria. Nici rama fosra lo ciel feniți. Deo meu si no es la liebre. Căjă un paică well shepherd well. This is a letter of your own device.
No, I protest! I know not the contents. Phoebe, I did write it.
Come, you're a fool, and turned into the extremity of love. I saw her hand. She has a leathern hand, a freestone-coloured hand. I barely did think her old glove were on, but 'twas her hand. She has a housewife's hand, but that's no matter. I say, she never did write this letter. This is a man's invention and his hands.
Sure, it is hers.
She Phoebes me. Mark how the tyrant writes. So un deo tornat pastor, che a una verge heu dat passio. Can a woman rail thus?
Who taught you this railing?
Why thy Godhead laid apart, wast thou with a woman's heart? Did you ever listen railing? Whilst the eye of man did woo me, that could do no vengeance to me, meaning me a beast. If the scorn of your bright eye have such power to raise love in mine, alack in me was strange effect, would they work in mild aspect? While ye chid me, I did love. How then might your prayers move? He that brings this love to me, little knows this love in me, and by him see love thy mind, whether that thy youth and kind will the faithful offer take of me and all that I can make, or else by him my love deny, and then I'll study how to die.
Alas, poor shepherd.
Do you pity him? No, he deserves no pity. Why? Then go your ways, her. For I see love hath made thee a tame snake, and say this to her, that if she love me, I charge her to love thee. If she will not, I will not have her unless thou entreat for her. If you be a true lover, hence, and not a word, for here comes more company.
Bon dia, belle Joven. Si us plau să vă împotriva în alcun intret del bosc, una plena tancada în poliveres?
El fons de la clotada, aquí a ponent. Seguiu el rang de salses del ribot, el deixava a la dreta i ja hi sereu. Però a aquesta hora el mas està tot sol. No hi ha ningú.
Not you, the owner of the house I did inquire for.
It is not false being asked to say that we are.
Orlando doth number to you both, and to that youth he calls as Rosalind, who sends this bloody napkin. You eat?
I am. What must we understand by this?
Some of my shame, if you will know why this handkerchief was stained.
Pray you tell us.
When last the young Orlando parted from you, he promised to return again within an hour. And pacing through the forest, chewing the food of sweet and bitter fancy, lo, what befell. Under an old oak whose boughs were mossed with age and high-top boles with dry antiquity, a wretched, ragged man, overgrown with hair, lay sleeping on his back. A lioness, udders all drawn dry, lay crouched head on ground with cat-like watch, when that the sleeping man should stir, for 'tis the royal disposition of the beast to prey on nothing that doth seem as dead. this scene, Orlando did approach the man and found it was his brother, his elder brother.
Jo l'he sentit parlar d'aquest germà i sé que el feia el més desnaturat dels homes d'aquest món.
El tot el dret que Joseph Croce era desnaturat.
But to Orlando, did he leave him there, food to the socket and hungry lioness?
Dos cops ha girat cua amb tal propòsit. Però l'ànim és noble que la ràbia i el natural més foc que l'ocasió li en perdona batalla a la liona que ha caguit poc de pres. I amb l'enreno m'he despertat del miserable son.
Are you his brother?
Was you he rescued?
Was you that so often tried to kill him?
'Tis I, but 'tis not I. I do not shame to tell you what I was, since my conversion so sweetly tastes being the thing I am.
But for the bloody napkin.
By and by, the lioness had torn some flesh away, which all the while had bled, and then he fainted and cried in fainting upon Rosalind. Brief, I recovered him, bound up his wounds, and after some small space, being strong at heart, he sent me hither, stranger as I am, to tell this story, that you might excuse his broken promise, and to deliver the napkin dyed in his blood unto the shepherd youth that he doth in sport call his Rosalind.
I doncs va Ganimedes?
No necessites mir de veure la sang.
Això és més greu, cosina! Dels Ganimedes!
Look, he recovers.
I would I were at home. Well, come you thither. I pray you take him by the arm.
Be of good cheer, youth. You a man, you lack a man's heart.
Come. You look paler and paler by the second. Pray you draw homewards. I pray you, good sir, will you come with us?
That will I, for I must bear answer back how you excuse my brother Rosalind.
I shall devise something, but I pray you commend my counterfeit into him.
És possible que en tan poca coneixença ja t'agradi que només t'ha parlat ja l'estimis i que d'estimar-la ja l'hagi festejada i que de festejar-la ella ja hagi consentit i vols perseverar fins a posseir-la?
Neither call the giddiness of it into question, the poverty of her, the small acquaintance, my sudden wooing, nor her sudden consenting. But say with me, your esteem, Aliena! Say with her that she loves me, and consent with both that we may enjoy each other. It is for your good, for all my father's house and all the revenue that was old Sir Roland's will I estate upon you, and live here and die a shepherd.
You have my consent. Let your wedding be tomorrow. Go you and prepare Aliena for... Look you, here comes my Rosalind.
God save you, brother.
And you, fair sister.
Oh, my dear Orlando, how it grieves me to see thee wear thy heart in a scar.
És el braç.
Em pensava que les urpes de la Leona t'havien ferit el cor.
One that it is, but with the eyes of a lady.
Did your brother tell you how I counterfeited the swoon when he showed me your hand picture?
I am greater wonder than that.
Oh, I know where you are. Nate is true. For no sooner did your brother and my sister, they met. They knew no sooner met than they looked. No sooner looked, but they loved. No sooner loved, but they sighed. No sooner sighed, but they asked one another the reason. No sooner knew the reason, but sought the remedy. And in these degrees did they climb and make these stairs towards marriage, and which they climb incontinent, or else be incontinent before marriage. They are in the very wrath of love. No clubs can part them.
They shall be married tomorrow. But oh, how bitter I think it is to look into happiness through another man's eyes.
Why then I cannot serve your turn tomorrow for Rosalind.
I can live no longer by thinking.
Then I'll weary you no longer with idle talking. Know of me then, for now I speak to some purpose. I know you are a good man, of good conceit. I speak not this that you should bear good knowledge of my purpose. But believe me, if you please, that I can do strange things. If you love Rosalind so near the heart as your gestures cry it out, when your brother marries Aliena, shall you marry her? I know into what straits of fortune she is driven. If it may not seem impossible, I know that I can bring her, if it's not inconvenient to you, before your eyes tomorrow. By my life I do. Therefore, bid your friends and put you in your best array, for if you will be married to Rosalind, tomorrow you shall enter her if you will. Look, here comes a love of mine and a love of hers.
Jove, ho estat molt descortès en mi mostrar la carta que us havia.
I cannot if I have. This is my study to seem despiteful and ungentle to you. You are therefore followed by a faithful shepherd. Look upon him. Love him. He worships you.
Good shepherd, tell this youth what is to love.
We all made of sighs and tears. So am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman. It is to be all made of faith and service. And so am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman. It is to be all made of fantasy. All made of passion and all made of wishes. All adoration, duty and observance. All humbleness. All patience and impatience, all purity, all trial, all observance. So am I for Phoebe.
And so am I for Ganymede.
And so am I for Rosalind.
And so am I for no woman.
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
Why do you speak too? Why blame you me to love you?
To her that is not here, nor doth not hear.
Pray you no more of this. It's like the howling of Irish wolves against the moon. I will help you if I can. I would love you if I could. Tomorrow, meet me all together. I will marry you if ever I marry a woman, and I'll be married tomorrow. I will satisfy you if ever I satisfy man, and you shall be married tomorrow. I will content you if what pleases you contents you, and you shall be married tomorrow. As you love Rosalind, meet. As you love Phoebe, meet. And as I love no woman, I'll meet. Oh, fare you well. I have left you commands.
I'll not fail if I live.
Nor I.
Nor I.
Roio the waters, bon Orlando. Call noi pot completat de xa que us apromos.
Hi ha vegades que sí i altres que no. Com qui tem esperat i prou sap de temps.
Paciència, mentre m'anirem les passes.
You say, if I bring in your Rosalind, that you will bestow her on Orlando here.
That would I, had I kingdoms to give with her.
And you say that you'll have her when I bring her. That would I, of all the kingdoms king. You say that you'll marry me if I be willing.
That will I, should I die the hour after.
But if you do refuse me, you will give yourself to this most faithful shepherd.
So is the bargain?
I have promised to make all this matter even. Keep you your word, a duke, to give your daughter. You yours, Orlando, to receive his daughter. Keep your word, Phoebe, to marry me, or else refusing me to marry the shepherd. Keep your word, Silvius, to marry her if you refuse me. And from hence I go, to make this matter all even.
I do remember in this shepherd boy some lively touches of my daughter's favour.
El primer cop, senyor, que jo el vaig veure, em vaig pensar ben bé que eren germans. Però aquest noi és un nadiu del bosc i el va instruir en els rudiments de certs estudis extremosos, un seu oncle, que segons ell és un vell savi, mag, obscurit en el cercle d'aquest bosc.
Al cel, y regna la alegría, cuando la terra en armonía, tot es concerta así. Good Duke, receive thy daughter. Hymen from heaven brought her. Yea, brought her hither, that thou might join her hands with his, whose heart within his bosom is.
To you I give myself, for I am yours. To you I give myself, for I am yours.
If there be truth inside, thou art my daughter.
If there be truth inside, you are my Rosalie.
If sight and shape be true, why then my love with you?
I have no brother, if you be not he. I have no husband, if you be not he. None ereward woman, if you be not she.
Silenci! Prou de confusió. Em toca a mi la conclusión d'aquests successos tan extraños. Here's 6 that must take hands to join in Hymen's band, if truth holds true content. You and you, no crush shall part. You and you are heart and heart. You to his love must accord, or have a woman to your lord. While to wedlock Hymen we sing, feed yourself with questioning, that reason wonder may diminish, how thus we met, and these things finished.
Spring begot, winter gone but not forgot. Here among the green new grass will lie and love till it comes to pass. Strike me down by Diana's bow, the spring can heal 1,000 blows. The time has passed, we're rough and wild. Give over to the sweet and mild.
Oh, my dear niece, welcome thou art to me. Even daughter welcome in no less degree.
I will not eat my word. Now thou art mine. My faith, my God, to thee doth combine.
Drame, audiencia, pero un moto o dos, yo soc el vicegat de Soroland. I doc aquestes noves a aquesta clau. Doncs el duc Frederic, veint cada hora a flirtants forms en aquest bosc. Ha reclutat una gran força d'homes. Amb ell al capdavant per venir a prendre el seu germà i passa lo per l'espasa. And to the skirts of this wild wood he came, where meeting with an old religious man, after some questions with him, was converted, both from his enterprise and from the world, his crown bequeathing to his banished brother, and all their lands restored to them again that were with him exiled. This to be true, I do engage my life.
Benvingut, Jova. Kins presents per les nostres dels germans. Per l'un les seves terres confiscades, per l'altre un vast domini, un grand ducat. First in this forest, let us do those ends that here were well begun and well begot. And after every of this happy number that have endured shrewd days and nights with us, shall share the good of our returned fortune. Never mind the new riches which await us. Here we shall engage in true delights. Brides and bridegrooms all, let us feast in true delight!
Hable venia. Si io ESADIB, el duca prende la vida religiosa, y renega la pompa de la force. Archimedes. To whom will I? Out of these combatants there is much matter to be heard and learned. You to your former honor I bequeath, Your patience and your virtue well deserves. You to a love in true faith doth make. You to your land and love and great allies. You to a long and well-deserved bed. So to your pleasures. I am for other than the dancing with.
Stay, Jacques, stay.
Endavant! Comencem amb el ritual, que no hem perdut la fe en un dolç final.
Proceed, proceed. We'll end these rites and trust they'll end in true delights.
It is not the fashion to see the lady the epilogue, but it is not more unhandsome than to see the lord the prologue. If it be true that good wine needs no bush, then 'tis true that a good play needs no epilogue.
Yet, to good wines they do use good bushes, and good plays prove better by the help of a good epilogue. What a case am I that I'm neither a good epilogue, nor can I insinuate on the behalf of a good play?
I am not furnished like a beggar, therefore to beg will not become of me. My way is to conjure you. And I'll begin with the women.
I charge thee, O women, for the love you bear to men, to like as much of this play please you. And I charge you, O men, for the love you bear to women, as I perceive by your simpering none of you hates them, that between you and the women the play may please.
If I were a woman, I would kiss as many as he is happy as to please me. Complexions, they'll like me, and friends that I defy not.
And as I am sure that many have good faces, or good beards, or sweet breaths, wherefore my kind offer, when I may courtesy, bid me farewell.
Underneath the greenwood tree, should I be lost, that's where I'll be. Underneath the greenwood tree, should I be lost, that's where I'll be. Underneath the greenwood tree, should I be lost, that's where I'll be. Underneath the greenwood tree, should I be lost, that's where I'll be. Underneath the greenwood tree, should I be lost, that's where I'll be. Underneath the greenwood tree, should I be lost, that's where I'll be.
Hasta luego.